محمد وآله الطاهرين. قال الله في كتابه الكريم: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر وذكر الله كثيرا. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Illuminate your hearts and minds with the loud salawat ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad. These past couple of nights we have been going over what the views or perspectives of Islam or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are on role models, inspirations that one might have. The previous night we've gone over how is taking inspiration or following a role model that is not a Muslim allowed in Islam, and what are the different views on this. And all in all, the allegory or the moral of the story that we have been going over the few nights is watch over who you are following and what you are following. This has been the moral of the story or the allegory for the past few nights. Now today we will be going over something different, but still inside or included in this topic of being a role model. Us ourselves. We should all try to inspire one another by being role models for each other, doing good, following in the teachings of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. With this we can inspire others and be able to teach each other how to become a better person in general, to improve and to be better. So one thing might come to mind. Some people or some might take being a role model or an inspiration to others as something in need of fame and recognition. What is Islam's perspective on fame and glory, being recognized by the world around? Now many of us, we might see in social media that for someone to be known as famous, recognized, popular, is that they just have to be known. You know, they have this many amount of followers, this many amount of likes, views. What are Islam's perspectives on this fame or glory, recognition? We will be going over that today, inshallah. But first, we have to get something correct here. There are two types of fame and two types of recognition. For me to be recognized, to be known by others, popular, there are two types. In the revelations or in the narrations of the ahadith that we see from the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, there are two types of different definitions or meanings or different things that they have portrayed regarding recognition and fame. One showing it not as a good thing, very resented, disliked, and on the other, something that is fine. So what are the connections between these two sets or categories of ahadith? We'll be going over tonight over the first category, the first set, the recognition or popularity that is rejected in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We will begin with a loud salawat ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad. Some might want to be popular or recognized or even be better and improve stage by stage, both in their life and in the hereafter, the akhirah, in their deen, their religion, their faith. But in a hadith from the Imam Ali alayhi salam, he states something very interesting. He says that man ahabba rif'at ad-dunya wal akhirah, whosoever likes and admires and wants the upstage or the improvement of their dunya, the world, and their akhirah, the hereafter, فَلِيَمْقُتْ فِي الدُّنْيَا الرِّفْعَةِ. One thing has to be kept. It is almost impossible for someone to want to be famous and known and popular in the world, but still have a good reputation in the hereafter. So what do they have to do? فَلْيَمْقُتْ رِفْعَةَ الدُّنْيَا. They should be an enemy towards this upstage or the upscale in the dunya. In another hadith from the Imam Ali alayhi salam, he starts portraying the mu'mineen, the believers, of who they are and what they are like. And we've gone over that when we want to be like someone, we usually look at their characteristics, how they act, their different traits, and through these traits, we ourselves learn how to improve and be better. Imam Ali in a hadith regarding the characteristics or the traits of the mu'mineen, the believers, what does he say? He says that يَكْرَحُ الرِّفْعَ وَلَا يُحِبُّ السُّمْعَ. They don't like upstage or popularity in the dunya, and they don't like being pointed at. This is the thing that we're going to be over. What type of fame, recognition, popularity is disliked in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, resented? That type of popularity and fame that makes you looked at and pointed at. We can see this in the story of Bal'am Ba'ura, for example. A very worshipping person. He was in the time of the Prophet ﷺ. And so he was a very respected person. He was known for his close relationship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But though he had such a great status, such a great level, he was once ordered by the people to go and stop the Prophet Nuh, the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, from rising and leading an uprising against the pagans. The people came to him and said, "Oh Bal'am, you're a very close person to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you, you're dear to him." And they also persuaded his wife also into doing this as well, and they just kept talking to him, telling him over and over, "Oh Bal'am, you're such a great person, do this for us, please, please, please." And because he liked this attention that he was having, this fame, this popularity, he said, "Okay, sure, I'll do this." So one day, he decided to go towards a cliff, a mountain, with a donkey. And on the way, the donkey overheard him saying that he wanted to curse the Prophet and stop him from leading this rebellion. The donkey stopped on the way a few times, and every single time Bal'am al-Bawra would hit him, would hit the donkey, would whip the donkey. And at the end, he would ask him, "Why are you not moving? Move, I need to do this." The donkey then replied, the donkey spoke. It was a miracle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said that, "I will not let you, or even if you do, I can't really stop you. I won't let myself be a device or tool used to curse against the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam." So Bal'am al-Bawra then got frustrated. He whipped the donkey so many times that it had passed away and died. And in the hadith that we have, this is one of the only animals that has a status in the hereafter. He continued his way up to the mountain. And so he stood up and he was preparing to curse. He was preparing to get ready to curse against the Prophet to stop his uprising or rebellion. When he was about to say it, he then saw that he couldn't speak anymore. What happened to him? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had muted him, had made him mute so he couldn't speak anymore. And so the moral of this story over here is that the type of fame or recognition that is resented in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is that which causes you to sway away from the path which He has brought for you. The way or the righteous path that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has left on your side. And Bal'am al-Bawra, what a great person he was before he was swayed onto the wrong path. But before that, he was a great person. But then this popularity or attention started to sink in, started to interest him a little, and then he decided to completely go off the right path. Please recite Allah salawat ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad. Now, a very interesting hadith from the Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. Something which is needed of attention. He says that ash-shuhratu khayruha wa sharruha finnar. Popularity or recognition, whether it may be good, whether it's bad, in any single case, this type of recognition or popularity is deserving of fire. What does this mean, the good version of fire or flame? By saying this, we mean that if this recognition causes you to, for example, be important or looked as great in the Islamic perspective, right? You're doing something great. You're writing books for the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. You're giving lectures. What is this popularity? Is this supposed to be right, right? But no, the Imam Sadiq alayhi salam himself says that such a popularity is deserving of fire, which we'll be going over what this means. How can a recognition or popularity that causes Islam to be great or better cause me to be deserving of fire, which we'll be going over in the future nights, inshallah. Tonight is the night where we commemorate and hold together the gathering and the remembrance of the children of the Lady Zainab alayha salam and the son of Imam Hassan alayhi salam, Abdullah. These three young men who were so dedicated to their Imam that these people are definitely deserving of being followed and looked upon as role models. May Allah inshallah grant us all the blessings and the succession, the tawfiq of becoming of the real Shi'as, the true Shi'as of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. And may we also be alim and amil to the teachings of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina wa nabiyyina Muhammadin wa alihi at-tahirin.